What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a good day. I'm coming to y'all with another video. I want to talk to y'all about one of the previous business ventures I had in the past. Some of y'all may have heard of it. It is called Dropshipping. So I've been seeing a lot of these videos saying that you can get into Dropshipping with no money at all, and I'm just here to tell you that is a lie. You can't get into drop shipping with no money at all. Because first of all, even with drop shipping, you're gonna have to pay a subscription for your store, whatever domain you're using. You're going to have to pay a subscription for that. Also, one thing I did with my drop shipping store was use a assistant, right? And if you don't know what exactly products to sell and everything, you're going to want to use an assistant. You can get one for overseas for a set price every week, and that's what I was able to do. Now this assistant, I gave her access to my store, and it was a Amazon store. So she had access to my Amazon store, and basically what she was able to do, she was able to post the products that I wanted to drop ship. She was able to fulfill the orders as well. So she did pretty much everything on that end, posting high selling products and fulfilling the orders. But the thing about drop shipping, no matter where you do it at, whether it's Amazon or Shopify is better to use for drop shipping because that's what it's basically used for. But the thing they don't tell you is a lot of these websites will hold your money, especially with high ticket items, meaning the more expensive items. When customers buy those items, you're not going to have access to that money right away. So they're going to put that money on hold. And in order to fulfill those items and get those items sent through, in order to fulfill them, you got to have the money to fulfill those items, right? So say if one of the customers wanted a couch or something, right? And they pay for a couch, the couch is like $500. Well, the purpose of drop shipping is take that couch, mark it up a little bit, and you don't even have to touch the couch. You're getting it shipped from directly wherever it's coming from to that person, so you don't have to touch it. You're basically working as like a middleman. But the thing is, if you don't have no money already saved up, or you don't have no money put back, well, when somebody orders that item, and say Amazon holds your money, if you don't have no extra money to fulfill that, then you're gonna be out of luck. That happened to me a lot, and that's why I ended up, basically failing at the drop shipping and becoming in the negatives because I'm thinking this is a business you can start up with, not too much money put back. But I say, even if you, I don't know how it works in 2025, right? This was years ago. I'm thinking about like 2018, 2019 maybe, no later than 2020. So it's 2025 now, so I'm pretty sure rules and stipulations done changed even a lot more, and it's even a lot more stricter. But when I first started, the assistant, she was doing her thing. She was putting up the items, and I was getting sales. People was actually buying these items. But the thing is, when it was time to fulfill the orders and get the order sent over, when Amazon started to hold my money, where I didn't have the money to fulfill the order. So if that couch is $500, and I marked the price up to like $530 or something, right? They got that whole $530 on hold, then I can't buy that couch for it to get sent to the customer because I didn't have no backup money. So When someone tells you you can do these online businesses for $0, no money at all, it's a bald face lie, honestly. You gotta, a lot of these, you gotta pay for a domain. That's gonna be a monthly fee, or just pay yearly, every year for the domain altogether. So say if you pay yearly for the domain and everything, and to use the website and everything, that's probably, depending on which ones you use, that's gonna be $100 plus if you can go ahead and pay it for the year. But if you can pay it month to month too. So that you're gonna have to pay for the assistant. If you don't use an assistant, you may be good without an assistant, but it's hard to do with no money put back. You gotta have some type of money. And I'll say, especially if you're selling like high ticket items, the more expensive items, that's gonna be 100 plus or whatever the case may be, I'll say you may need a few thousand in reserves just for that. Because like I said, Amazon can easily start holding your money. Customers can do a charge back. It may be something wrong with what they got, and they may want a refund. You will have to give them a refund. So you got to consider all these things when starting a dropshipping business. Some people just be scamming and just be doing chargebacks. They end up getting the item, but they just want to scam. And usually, there's something to tell you if like the customer is like a high risk customer. If the customer is a high risk customer, you can just automatically get them that refund and just don't even deal with them. Because the high risk customer, they can try to scam you, try to get a refund or something, and then they gonna hold all your money. I know it's cliche, you gotta give these customers back their money, whatever the case may be. So the first thing they do is hold all your money. But yeah, that's the downfall of dropshipping. So I would not recommend using Amazon. That's why I use for dropshipping. Like I said, I was making like a little bit of money at first, but it ended real bad to where I ended up in the negatives just because they kept holding my money, and I ended up just starting off worse off than where I began with. I ended up taking just a major L from it. I don't even think I can still use PayPal till this day because of that. I'm like, well, that's not my fault. I kept holding the money. But beware of that. If you want to get into dropshipping, it may seem like easy money, and I'm not saying it's not doable, but you most definitely want to have some money on standby. So that's all I wanted to say. I just thought I'd share that interesting story about dropshipping. I'll most definitely share some more stories about some of my past business ventures that did not work out. But y'all have a good day. Peace.